Do you think whales are terrifying? In the oceans of 400 million years ago, whales wouldn't even qualify as food. In 2008, a fossil was unearthed in Morocco. Scientists ran the numbers 3 times, unable to believe their own eyes. It belonged to a monster called Dunkleosteus, 10 meters long with a bite force of 5 tons. What does that mean? One bite could snap your car clean in half. Its skull was basically a pair of steel scissors. Sans prey was caught. It would be sliced in two within 0.02 seconds. Bones and all, crushed and swallowed. And even more terrifying, this thing didn't hunt alone. Fossil evidence shows they hunted in packs. Just imagine it. 20 Dunkleosteus charging straight at you. That scene would be 100 times scarier than Jurassic Park. But what truly crushes all hope isn't how powerful it was. It's the fact that in that ocean, it ranked only 3rd on the food chain. The creature ranked 1st has never been found as a complete fossil. Scientists have uncovered only a single tooth. That tooth was 40 centimeters long, thicker than your forearm. Paleontologists named it Leviathan after the biblical sea monster because they honestly couldn't think of any other word to describe that level of terror. But here's the thing, that was just the appetizer. The true horror of the prehistoric ocean was far more insane than you could ever imagine. In 2016, a complete marine reptile fossil was discovered in Argentina. When scientists scanned its skull, everyone gasped. This creature was called Pliosaurus. Its skull alone measured 2.5 meters long, larger than a compact car. Its teeth were even more outrageous. Each one reached 30 centimeters, as long as your keyboard. And here's where it gets truly unhinged. Computer simulations revealed its bite force reached 15 tons. What does that mean? A T-Rex maxed out at 6 tons. This thing hit 2.5 times that, you might ask. What's the point of a bite that strong? I'll tell you. Pliosaurus didn't need to chase prey. It floated silently in the water, like a submarine, waiting. The moment prey drifted close, bam, wine bite, and the victim was torn clean in half. Fossil evidence shows its prey included 4-meter-long ichthyosaurs, 3-meter-long plesiosaurs, and even its own kind. The most outrageous part, scientists found the remains of another pliosaur inside a pliosaur's stomach. What does that tell us? It means that in that era, not even apex predators were safe. At any moment, they could be eaten by something even bigger. But if you think Pliosaurus was already brutal, then I have to tell you, there was something even worse. 75 million years ago, there lived a monster called Dakosaurus. It wasn't just massive. The real problem was that it was intelligent. In 2019, American paleontologists analyzed Dakosaurus skull fossils and discovered something shocking. The proportion of its brain to its skull was comparable to that of modern dolphins. Do you know what that means? It means it wasn't just strong, it could think, plan, and cooperate as a team. The fossil record proves it. A site in Kansas, scientists found 5 Dakosaurus skeletons piled together, with the remains of over a dozen large fish scattered nearby. That tells us they hunted together. Now imagine this. 5 intelligent killers, each 10 meters long and weighing 4 tons, coordinating like a pack of wolves. How terrifying would that be? And it gets worse. They could communicate with sound. Scientists found highly developed auditory organs inside Dakosaurus skulls, suggesting they could use echolocation to track prey, just like modern whales. So if you were in the water, it wouldn't need to see you. Sound alone would be enough to lock onto you. At this point, I know what some people are thinking. That was tens of millions of years ago. The ocean today can't be that scary anymore. Right? Wrong, very wrong. Let me tell you something far more unsettling. Some of the overlords of the prehistoric ocean are still alive today. In 2013, a Japanese deep-sea research team filmed a giant 6-gill shark at a depth of 2,000 meters. This species has existed for 200 million years. It lived alongside the dinosaurs. Even crazier, this shark was over 6 meters long, with 300 teeth, each one as sharp as a dagger. After analyzing its teeth, scientists found its bite force reached 1.8 tons, stronger than a great white shark. And here's the key point. After 200 million years, it hasn't changed. Not its body, not its hunting methods. It still hides in the deep weights for prey to swim past, then snaps the spine in a single bite. Think that's the end. Not even close. In 2018, Australian fishermen hauling nets from the deep sea pulled up a frilled shark. This thing is even more extreme. It has existed for 80 million years. Scientists gave it a nickname, the living fossil demon, because its body structure is identical to fossils from 80 million years ago. It has 25 rows of teeth, about 300 in total, each shaped like a trident. And the most terrifying part, it can bend its body into a U shape, then launch itself forward like a spring, swallowing prey. That's half its own length in a single strike. Now you understand, don't you? The terror of the prehistoric ocean isn't something of the past. It's happening right now. Those monsters that have survived for tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of years, are, at this very moment, roaming the deep sea, using the same killing techniques passed down from their ancestors, waiting for the next piece of prey. Speaking of which, let me interact with you for a moment. Who do you think would win if the 5 most powerful rulers of the prehistoric ocean were thrown into a single battle? Would it be the Pliosaurus with a 15-ton bite force, the Dacosaurus that hunted with coordinated teamwork, or the deep-sea ambusher lurking in the darkness? Let me know your answer in the comments. Let's talk about it together. But no matter who wins, one thing is certain. In that era, humans wouldn't even qualify to be side characters. Think about it. Our modern oceans are already terrifying enough. Great white sharks, orcas, giant squids. Any one of them can easily kill a human. But compared to the prehistoric ocean, these modern predators are like elementary school kids. A great white shark maxes out at about 6 meters, with a bite force of 1.2 tons. In front of a Pliosaurus, it wouldn't even be enough to fill the gap between its teeth. Orcas may be intelligent, but up against Dacosaurus, which hunted in coordinated packs. That intelligence would be nothing but showing off in front of a master.